Good morning, everybody. Not looking my best, not feeling my best, so forgive the image. Quick point, but an important point. On Joe Scarborough, on Morning Joe, I know in many ways you could say it's a waste of time because he is there to be there. If he were intelligent, if he did use critical thinking and serious inquiry, then I don't think they'd want him in there. You know, as a guy who served a term brought in by the Reagan wave of 1980, then he left, and now he sits on TV and opines, a wealthy white millionaire who liked Trump at the beginning. But all of that said, let's talk about bad apples. He says right at the top of a conversation about the police, we can all agree that most cops are decent people. I say to you, look at the job. You can say that executioner who pulls the switch in the prison on the electric chair is a decent person. That's not the point. He's not there to be decent. He's there to pull the switch and electrocute a human being. There's a famous photograph which was uncovered very recently in the last 5 years, I think, of Auschwitz camp guards, men and women, frolicking at the lake on their Sunday off, having a lovely time with accordions and drinks and swimsuits. So, 6 days of torture and murder and beatings and rapes and genocide. And on their day off, they're decent people. Now I'm going to take the ad Hitlerem step. Take a look at the photograph or the video of Martin Gugino. Look at Martin. What do you think of him? With courage and real cheek, he approaches these stormtroopers to speak with them. And he seems to hold out his mobile phone. Maybe the First Amendment is on it or something. He gets pushed by two different officers. He falls down, cracks his head. Blood issues from his right ear. They all start to walk past. One cop stops to take a look at him. Another cop says, let's keep moving. Don't worry about him. Now I ask you, Joe Scarborough, I ask you all who talk about bad apples, where is the good and decent person? Aside from Martin Gugino, where is the good and decent person? Where are the good guys? They're not there because their job is to do what they did. Now, they can be decent human beings on their day off, just like the Auschwitz guards. These cops can go home and be good husbands, good wives, good parents, good neighbors, good friends. That's what they do on their day off or on their downtime. But their job, what is their job? Look at them. Look at the video. Show me all the decent ones. Show me just one. So, I come back to Morning Joe. What he has done is, he started the morning by ruining your morning, by saying, with all the trials and tribulations and all the courage displayed by the protesters, when they say defund the police, the first thing he says is the bad apples theory, which is just an ideology. It's just a theory, which doesn't even hold water. It doesn't stand up to critical thinking and evidence. But what he's doing is, he's immediately removing 2 or 3 possible solutions out of 4 or 5, so that immediately the conversation is worthless. Because if you have to sit there and listen to that and accept it, then what he's saying is that the whole theory of defund the police, which is we don't like the whole job, we don't like the whole project, we don't want cops carrying pepper spray, we don't want them carrying batons and guns, we don't want them in our communities stopping us all the time, we don't want them bullying us, we don't want them going up and down avenues with military equipment. It has nothing to do with what they do on their downtime. We don't like their job and we want to eliminate it. And one day we'll look back and those cops will be like blacksmiths.